Peace up to the family. Welcome back to the platform. This is your brother Samal here. And unfortunately, we got some bad news to report. Again, this is a channel where we delve into things that's pertaining to the African diaspora, things that's pertaining to black people. You understand? Before I get into the topic at hand, family, please go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe to the platform. For you guys have us growing and growing and growing by the day. You dropping interesting comments, so there's a lot of exchange going on. I want to say I appreciate you guys for that. But without further ado, family, if you guys recall, about a month and a half ago, we talked about Mother's Day and that there was a few shootings in Washington, D.C. where 4 women got shot on Mother's Day. But yet, we want to shout and scream about how the system is stacked against us, and all those things are true. That's why it baffles me as to you turn on the news, you read a paper, and you hear the buffoonery that our people continuously indulge in. You talking about self-hate at the highest level, family, and you don't hear this type of heinous acts from no other people. I gotta say it like that, family. I'm so frustrated. Because I know that when we tap into certain realms, that we begin to recall to memory how great we once were, and to read literature from Amansa Musa to Zimbabwe Wars, from the Pygmy Twa, the works of Sheikh Anta Diop, you're able to see, like, man, the contrast. We've fallen so far away from what we once were. Over this past weekend, actually, I think it was like a week ago, it was a cookout going down in Chicago, and the police arrived, and all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Check this out, fam.
No, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna do it, bro. Oh, look at him. Let me get him. Let me get him. Let me get him. Over with.
So I understand that there's a time where we have to get busy. It's a time where we got to stand up for ourselves, But you can tell that the behavior was just straight ghetto. Out of all the brothers that was there, all the men that was there, why is this woman acting like that? I don't understand. She was more rowdy than any other men in that in the brawl. It's for me, it's something to that, family. It just don't look good. Why is that woman that aggressive? Why is that woman that masculine? We have to do better as a people, man. We have to tap back into that which causes us to be rich, wealthy. I ain't talking money, I'm talking spirit, I'm talking culture. Gotta tap back in. And not only that, family, the 4th of July was just, what, 3 days ago? In Chicago alone, on one single day, over 44 people got shot, family. And you would think it's, like the KKK came into town and was lynching and hanging people. No, this was done all by the hands of our own people. You don't believe me? Check this
Actually,
out.
more violence in the city. So far, at least 40 people have been shot and 6 killed across Chicago this 4th of July weekend. Some neighborhood residents walked the track at Avalon Park, unaware just hours earlier gun violence claimed the life of a teenage girl while wounding a man there.
I'm always shocked at the things that's happening in this area, but again, I'm getting used to it at the same time. But it is heartbreaking.
Just before 11 p.m. Friday night, investigators say gunfire erupted in the park located in the 1200 block of East 83rd Street on the city's south side. Police say 16-year-old Mia Smith died of a bullet wound to the throat, while a 35-year-old man was hit in the leg after an attacker approached them on foot and opened fire. In the hours to follow, there would be 2 new mass shootings. The first within the city's back of the yards neighborhood, leaving 7 people wounded. It happened near 48th and Justine just after 11 o'clock. That's when witnesses say 2 gunmen walked up to a crowd and started shooting. The 4 women injured range in age from 21 to 27 years old and were seriously or critically hurt, along with a 21-year-old and a 29-year-old man. A 42-year-old man also remains hospitalized. Another attack on the group happened near the Cook County Criminal Courts building. Investigators say 4 men were sitting in a car near 27th in California when another vehicle pulled up and someone inside started shooting. The men, who range in age from 25 to 33 years old, each suffered multiple gunshot wounds. Street pastor and anti-violence activist.
So I'm constantly wondering, what would it take? What would it take to pull us out of this dark state, this dark existence? So I don't want to hear no more talk, family, about why you running to Africa. You all are foundational black Americans. You all are leaving the fight behind to go to Africa. Yo, Africa is the foundation, family. No longer could we pit the African against the African Americans, because we understand it's one and the same. We just been over in America for a couple of centuries, but we haven't forgotten the blood that flows through our veins. No longer with those divide and conquer tactics work. And we understand the level of healing that our people need begins here. That's a war zone over there. We just saw that. And so to the families that look and wonder and ponder, Samal, why you see family. At least over here we have a fighting chance to heal, to lock arms, to unify once again as the beautiful, royal people that we are. And yes, do they have issues here? Absolutely. I'm not here to say that Africa is squeaky clean without issues or problems. I'm not saying that, family. But what I am saying is that in America, we have allowed ourselves to fall so low. And we don't get a break from the mentality that's dominant over there. And the more silly you act, the more stupid you act and talk, the cooler you are. For the rappers and the musicians, that the more trash you put in the music, guess what? the more money gets in your bank account, the bigger your contract gonna be. It's something going on, family, and we have to be able to see the writings on the wall. They want us ignorant. They want us stupid. They want us to be acting like the NIGGERS word, fam. When they cut on the TV, I believe that there's people that are joyful when they can see, 44 people got shot in Chicago over 4th of July weekend, and they know that we did it to ourselves. Unfortunate news today, family. I didn't want to report, but this is the Artist Journal where we have to, all things pertaining to the African diaspora, black community affairs, art, indigenous art, entrepreneurship, plant-based food. We report it all, family. We report it all. This is the trajectory. This is the direction that we going. We covering everything. So I'm gonna stop here, family. I'm gonna tune out. Just to tune back in. We got some more content coming your way. Stay tuned. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe to the platform. This is your brother Samal here. And also the QR code that you see on the screen. Please zoom in and see what it is that we have to offer. We are here in Kenya creating businesses and creating ways to help local artists to get their just due when it comes to their art and their craft, their hands. Y'all know, I pray that you all are well. I pray that your families are well and continue to be blessed. Until next time, family, peace out.